Street Design. Today I want to have a little play in the studio, and I'm going to make some artist trading cards. I have an event, and when this airs I don't know if it'll be before or after, but I am going to back-to-back 2019 learning from the fabulous Diane Reevely and Dina Wakely. And I found out that some of the ladies like to bring trading cards to swap, so I had some scrap paper from a Happy Mail swap that I tore up and I glued down already using my Distress Collage Medium in matte. So I did that yesterday. I let it dry real well overnight, and now I kind of want to get some color going on this. I debated on using my Distress Oxides, but because I want to cover a large area, I do have the Distress Oxide sprays, but the colors weren't quite what I was looking for. So what I'm going to start with is I have the regular Distress Spray Stain in Weathered Wood, Victorian Velvet, Bundled Sage, and Scattered Straw. And some of these ephemera in the background are the new journal backgrounds from Tim Holtz that came out in 2019 as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of spritzing. I want to start with my lightest color. And I do have my glass mat under this. And just start working some background. There we go. That was the Scattered Straw. Now I'm going to add some Victorian Velvet. A little bit of Weathered Wood. It's kind of my more muted color. And then I'm going to add a little bit of Bundled Sage. Just to get a little of that green in from the background. Not too much of that though, because I don't want it to go too dark. And now it's not really absorbing a lot because of the fact that I have the Distress glaze underneath it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to let this sit and dry. And I'm just going to pick it up a little so you can kind of get a hint of the colors. There you go. You can see them on the napkins as well. And I'm going to let that dry and we will see what we get. But I am going to add just a little bit of water with my Distress misting spray just to help get it kind of blending a little. And I do want to run a little bit and just get some interesting I need more water in my mister. I'll grab my backup one. There we go. And I'll just kind of get that running. Now we're getting some of the colors I'm looking for. I'm also getting a lot of mud, but that's okay. This one's going to be a little bit of a vintage feel. So I'm going to let some of that run off. And I actually rinsed the color off of the microglaze. Excuse me, Collage Medium. So I need to add a little bit of that pink and stuff back in because actually the water just ran it right off. So that's fine. I can get more pink in now where I may not have had so much before. I really like that Weathered Wood. There we go. Get some of those areas filled in again. And this time I'm just going to let what I already have run. And I am going to set it down and let it dry. And I will be back, guys, when it's all dry. Alright guys, I am back and I am trying to play again. So as you can see, the Distress Spray Stain, it really worked in the areas that I didn't have the paste, and it did soak into the pages nicely and gave it some cool coloring. But I still want these to be faded more into the background. I'm going to give the Distress Oxides a try. I don't know if because they have that ink base if they will grip a little better. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fast forward through the rest of this video, and I'm just going to play, and what I'll do is as I cut it up, I'll clip through that, and then I'll show you how I make one or two, and then I'll go to the end and show you the rest of them. So hang out, guys, grab your favorite coffee, tea, something to relax with, and let's start playing. Okay guys, so my plan for the Distress Oxide is not going to work. One, because I realized as I was putting it down, you're not supposed to mix the inks and the oxides. And the Distress Oxide, again, since I sealed this, is just coming right off. It needs that porous surface. And what it was doing is that as I was rubbing, it's basically rubbing off all the cool coloring. So I'm going to attempt to go in a different direction. I don't know how this is going to go. I have some of my Dylusions paints that I tried to match up to some of the colors that were in here. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and try to do some splattering on the background. And I have to just keep remembering that it may look like a mess right now, but it's going to be cut into little tiny sections, and it'll be awesome when that's done. So here we go. as you can see, that one piece of 11 by 15 paper got me 18 artist trading cards out of it. Let me get this in frame for you guys. Check that out. So I know it looks kind of crazy on the large paper, but I learned this from when you do inchies. You can make a crazy background, but then once you cut it out and you have just a little section, look how neat that looks. Now this has some of the Dylusions paint, some Dina Wakley collage, some Happy Mail swap collage, and I did use watercolor paper as the background. I should have noted that. And it is 140 pound so that it would hold. So that one, let's see what other ones came out kind of cool. This one you can see the stamping on the edge and just that splash of color. So obviously I'm not going to show you guys how I make all 18 because we'd be here for 2 hours. But I am going to grab just one or two, and I think I'm going to start with this one and this one. I'm going to put all these other guys away to dry, and I am going to go ahead and make me some fairy trading cards. So here we go, guys. guys, so I have 2 down and 16 left to go. I'm really having fun with these. The backgrounds are coming together really great. I know you can't really see the wings a ton in the video, but when the light hits them, they look really neat on the cards. So I know some lucky ladies will hopefully love these at the retreat. So thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope this inspired you. You can really take all your products and throw them together. I mean, I've got Diane Reevely paint, Dina Wakley collage, Tim Holtz ephemera, Tim Holtz paper dolls, Tim Holtz butterfly wings, Chit Chat, all the Ranger line. I just grabbed what I love, put it all together. So as I said, if you liked the video, remember to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, stay up to date on all my latest releases, and I'll be back crafting with you soon.